will change their entire team.
Wow.
We're told for the second half.
Wow.
11 changes.
Wow. That's a real shake-up. And they didn't do too bad, but he knows they've got to get match fitness, so he's using the full 22 squad. Incredible.
Yeah, Nacho will be their captain for the second half, number 6. So we shall see how the game unfolds now with both coaches. Game, Real's first game of pre-season. They, like Bayern, will change an entire team in their first game for the second half. And there is Vinicius Junior, that Brazilian we spoke of, such a highly rated young man. Did score twice in La Liga last season. The referee has to count out the players on the field now to make sure there are 11 versus 11. As Real, with this all-new team for the second half, get the game back underway. It is, of course, pre-season a chance to get legs and miles in the tank. We shall see how the second half team fare here. Here comes the young Japanese Kubo, and Kubo's cross. No rush there to make the catch, but Kubo brought in from the J-League, from FC Tokyo in the summer. The young man, Boateng, towards Gnabry. Taken down here by Gnabry. He'll come back his way as well. Gnabry still for Bayern. There's Joshua Kimmich playing his midfield role now. Can play, as we saw in the first half, right back or now as he is in that central midfield position where he will sit and hold. There is Kimmich. Niklas Zula. Pavard. Gnabry. Gnabry goes again. And blocked away, comes back Pavard's way. Pavard held off here by Ferland Mendy. And goes Vinicius.
Very competitive, isn't it, Dan?
Niko Kovac. The young boy Kubo, he's only 18, the player they brought in from the J-League this summer. On the ball again here.
Good turn.
Chase on there for Luka Jovic. This is Thiago. It comes for Lewandowski. And Tolisso. Bayern again on the ball with Gnabry. Moved on to Joshua Kimmich. Munich. It's wide to Pavard. Pavard, Lewandowski, Gnabry. Here's Kimmich. There's a free kick. Foul there on Rodrigo. The player making his first appearance in the Real Madrid jersey, the Brazilian they brought in from Santos.
Well, you can see he's caught there clearly by Thiago. And no question of the foul. He does argue with the referee though.
18 cost them 45 million euros from Neymar's old club Santos this summer. Rodrigo scored 9 goals in 41 games in the Brazilian top league, the Brasileiro. What can Bayern do here with Tolisso? Well, Coman runs on for Alaba. It's Coman, twists and turns. Sets up Thiago here. Kept alive with Benjamin Pavard. Gnabry away from trouble, finds Kimmich, and Bayern will stay on the front foot, but for how long here as Vinicius tries to close down Zula. It's with Coman. Again, those dancing feet into Alaba's orbit. Alaba's cross beyond Navas and beyond everybody.
Well, that's a...
Zula. To Corentin Tolisso, breaks though here for Real Madrid. And Rodrigo brought down, yellow card as well here for Joshua Kimmich for the foul on Rodrigo. Rodrigo's first action in Real jersey, and draws the yellow card here for the Foul by Joshua Kimmich, first caution of Kubo. Mendy, again they involve here, Takefuso Kubo. He's begun the game brightly since coming on to Mendy here. Ulreich, the goalkeeper who made that awful mistake, don't forget, in the semi-final of the Champions League when these sides met in 2018 in the game in the Bernabeu. Kimmich's yellow card. This is Vinicius, and Gnabry steps in there for Bayern. They still lead by that single Corentin Tolisso goal.
Back, but it's a question of just settling in first.
24 now, Mendy. It's his first game for the club. He made his French debut against Uruguay back in November as well. This is De La Fuente. The cross in towards Luka Jovic. And Pavard behind for the corner here for Real Madrid.
He could not take a chance. He had to put it out. You see gradually Real Madrid coming more and more into the game here. Well, that looked like a foul. It looked like a foul the other way. I think very fortunate to get that one.
And the corner taken here by Rodrigo for Kubo. Rodrigo's cross swirled in, but far too near to goalkeeper Ulreich. Up the first team squad. Has lost those 5 seasoned players in the close season. Here is Coman. Beyond Lewandowski in there, the diving header from the arriving Thiago.
Well, he's made some good ground up there, Thiago Alcantara. Lewandowski, I think, was the initial target at the near post, and you can see as the cross is coming in, I think he's the intended target. It's too big for him, but Thiago gets on the end of it and can't direct it on target. It's a decent ball. Should have done better for me.
Rodrigo. Now it's Lucas Vazquez. Boateng steps in, Rodrigo there as well. Now will come Joshua Kimmich here for Bayern. They're keeping their first choice players on for longer tonight. Record 15 years and 10 months over 2 years ago. Here comes Leon Goretzka for Bayern into midfield, replacing Thiago for the game's last half an hour or so. Goretzka enjoyed a very good first year with Bayern. Also coming on here, the young Canadian too, Alphonso Davies. Right in the MLS in North America.
But a little bit of lack of experience, and you've got to get the balance right. They're working hard, but they're still not as comfortable, I think, as Bayern Munich are as a team. And they've obviously had a lot longer together.
Gnabry here for Kimmich. Look at the run they've into the middle here on the chase. It's Corentin Tolisso! And turned away for the corner there by the goalkeeper Navas.
What a fantastically timed run from Carrizo. That was superb, and an excellent save from Jesus Navas. He almost got his second goal of the game. Running from a deep position. He's onside. They're caught out this defence. Left foot, good strike, on target. An excellent save.
Bayern's corner sent in away this time by the head of Javi Hernandez. Alphonso Davies. Alaba. Goretzka. Great reverse ball here. It's Alaba for Lewandowski at the near post. And again, Real smuggle the ball away somehow.
Well, excellent play once again. Getting to the byline. The back four is so slow coming out. There's the pass. They're onside. He cuts it into the near post. There's 4 white shirts there, but Lewandowski's in
March, their youngest scorer since Roque Santa Cruz in 1999.
Great run.
Here goes Vinicius, and he's in. A great blocking there from Bayern at the back from Pavard.
That's a fantastic challenge, and he was just composing himself, Vinicius, when he went through, Dan.
6 years back, hit 4 goals against Real Madrid in the semi-final of the Champions League against when playing for Borussia Dortmund in 2013. It's Rodrigo here, had Luka Jovic. Rodrigo with a clever ball there, reverse pass out here to Lucas Vazquez. But what a ball that was.
Oh, how did he do it? His balance is unbelievable, Dan. It was a reverse pass, but he didn't seem to be in a position to make it. And this is a really strong challenge on Lucas Vazquez. The referee deems that a free kick. Well, he barges straight into him. Maybe a little bit unlucky. I think he's partially won the ball.
But that Rodrigo pass was a thing of beauty.
Well,
it was.
A skillful run inside first was great, but then he turned 180 degrees and whipped the reverse pass back out again. That was superb.
Lucas Vazquez and Kubo are the options on this one. It's going to be taken by Lucas Vazquez towards Nacho and away for the corner by Pavard.
He's defending really well. Pavard has made 3 or 4 big challenges and interventions that would have resulted in goals. French World Cup winner showing his worth.
Yeah, begun every game of that World Cup run in Russia. This is Mendy, and the fullback well off target.
Well, not his favourite right foot, obviously coming inside. This is good defending. Pavard again knows there's a player behind him. It's Nacho. Does everything right.
Tolisso for David Alaba. Piazua Kimmich. Look at the run they've made here. It's Lewandowski with a glorious touch and turn! And a marvellous goal! A master of the art. Robert Lewandowski makes it 2 for Bayern. And for him, 2 goals in 2 games in this competition. And what a finish that was.
You watch the timing of the run as well, Dan. He knows when the ball's going to be released, when he has to make the run, and he doesn't get caught offside. It's fantastic timing of the run. His first touch is great. He pivots and sweeps back and sticks it in the bottom corner of the net. That's a master craftsman at work. He's a goal every game and a half. Have a look at the run. Through the middle, little half turn, and then back of the net. He knows where the goal is. That's a great first touch. And it's only half a turn. He knows that's all he needs. 2-0. And that little bit of experience, the master craftsman Lewandowski puts another goal onto the tally.
4 times the Bundesliga's top scorer, one of 5 men only to score 200 goals in the Bundesliga. There goes Gnabry from the angle, and Navas makes the save.
He's over 50 goals, Lewandowski, for Poland, and he's a goal every nearly 2 games, and I think he's a goal every game and a half for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga.
Corner taken by Gnabry. No pace on it. And back out here to Jerome Boateng. Alaba again involved here. Alaba, Lewandowski on the turn, opens up again here, over the bar this time.
Well, he looks to the skies because he's got a half a turn again. He's looked up, he's looking to curl it, the top right hand corner, and he leans back. Lovely little hook, reverse turn, takes that touch out from his feet, and it's an awful finish from a man of that sort of quality.
Nacho back to Keylor Navas. Mendy. And again it's with Nacho here for Real Madrid into the feet of Soane, but given away. Goretzka runs on here for Gnabry, another one. As Bayern go 3 goals clear on Real Madrid. Second half, Bayern's experience here comes to the fore. Lewandowski, now Gnabry, 2 goals in quick succession, and Bayern now are over the hill and far away.
Yeah, and the lack of experience in that back 4 is there for everyone to see. You know, really, it's a makeshift back 4 for me. I'm looking at Nacho, he's the only one there that really looks comfortable. Mendy is just arrived from Lyon, you can see there. Xavi Hernandez hasn't settled. De La Fuente, they're all over the place. He's got a chance to take his first touch. Nobody near him. It's not a great first touch, but he has time to then adjust his body and hit the half volley in the back of the net. And it shouldn't be happening. It's poor defending from Real Madrid, but hey, Gnabry does a brilliant job. What a finish.
Yeah, Bayern sharper, more seasoned, more savvy, and now 3 goals up. And shakes it.
And seeking to pick a goal back.
This is Kubo, the young Japanese. Looks for Luka Jovic here. Rush takes charge. It's been called here though for the earlier infringement. It's going to be called back for a Real Madrid free kick.
Yeah, there was a foul on Kubo just as he's offloaded the pass, and this referee has done it so consistently. He's been excellent. He's going to be taken quickly.
Yeah, by Rodrigo. The referee had his back turned, wants it taken again. So Bayern lead by 3 goals now. Second half, their more experienced team really has put this younger Real team to the sword somewhat.
It certainly has. You can see the lack of experience. As I say, Nacho, probably Lucas Vazquez, the only experienced players there.
Kubo. And there's Vinicius. Zula came across and took the ball cleanly.
He got out of the way, didn't he, Vinicius? Zula's a big lad, isn't he? He took everything inside. Let's have a look-see. Well, he gets the ball, and it's just as well Vinicius Junior jumps, because the follow-through would have caught him.
And Zula is across the ground very quick indeed. There'll be another Bayern change, 1 or 2 here. They're young players being rotated. We're going to see number 41, Maximilian Zeiser, who's only 20. I also think we're going to see the young Kiwi, Sarpreet Singh, coming on for Bayern too. So a double change. Singh came on in the last game too. The defeat to Arsenal. Alaba makes way. As too does Tolisso. So Zeiser and Phoenix. Reich with his feet. There's Pavard for Zula. Pavard, good punchy ball into the feet there of Goretzka. Kimmich again for Bayern. And Boateng, what a pass again here for Goretzka. And the ball wide, in for Lewandowski for Gnabry once more. Navas with his knees, only half clear. And then Mendy stands firm.
What a passing movement that was, and had it resulted in a goal, Dan, it was brilliant stuff from Bayern Munich, but they're so outclassing this young Real Madrid side, it's untrue.
It's Sarpreet Singh now for Bayern. They've dropped Davis back to be the left back now in that revised Bayern system. Gnabry has with him Pavard and Kimmich. Moving in the middle to Lewandowski. Zeiser for Kimmich. Alphonso Davies. And Sarpreet Singh. Zula, Gnabry. And now Pavard. Deflected cross. And there was Sarpreet Singh arriving on that.
Well, he should have scored. Another super piece of play. Overlapping full-back on the right-hand side. Pavard's cross is great. And he meets it with his left foot, Singh, and you can see he opens his body up. He's just got to hit the target. He's very close. But should have scored for...
There's Boateng.
Onside.
And the flag stays down here for Robert Lewandowski. It's blocked by Nacho. And it's seized now by Keylor Navas, but you can see the goalkeeper here. He knows his defence is being pulled every which way here by Bayern.
Yeah, they're so inexperienced. There's only Nacho really is of experience. And, you know, it's like a rabbit being caught in the headlights. You can see they're all standing playing offside. He's timed his run perfectly again. At least they've tracked back, but not good. They've got to really get better organised than that.
Takefusa Kubo. And he was caught late there by the already cautioned Joshua Kimmich. Well, Kubo has had a very impressive start to life in a Real jersey, another one who I'm sure will feature more for their reserve teams in late July. This is Soane, and to Lucas Vazquez. Looks for Rodrigo. Came off Kimmich, and the shot was in the arms of Sven Ulreich.
Hasn't really had enough.
Second team in the coming season in the German third division. Kimmich, that's
fair.
high risk. Letting Rodrigo, Ulreich came to meet him now. What was the decision here from the referee? Rodrigo, the player who was sent on the reckless back pass, and a red card for Ulreich.
Well, I'm not sure he impeded him that much. He might well have fallen over. I'd like to see it again. I think he's protesting about that, Ulreich. He's saying, your momentum, let's have a look-see. It's poor from Kimmich. His back pass is awful. Well, his outstretched legs there. And let's have a look-see. Better from this angle. He's past him. I think he makes the most of it. He looks like he's stumbling. I have a lot of sympathy there for Ulreich, who's been red carded for that. They're down to 10 men.
And he's been sent off then for Bayern for the last 10 minutes or so.
Well, they're going to have to take somebody else off, or give one of the outfield players the green shirt to go on and goal.
Well, they have on the bench another goalkeeper in Ron Torben Hoffmann. They brought in 3 years ago from RB Leipzig. Enough here for a red card?
I'm not convinced it is. I think he makes the most of it. He falls over the top of his legs. I don't think the goalkeeper's done enough there. Kimmich hasn't covered himself in glory there. It's an awful back pass. And I have a bit of sympathy because I don't think his foot makes contact with his leg. I think he falls over.
Ulreich's mistake, of course, from the Tolisso back pass in that Champions League game a year and a half ago. It was so expensive. Now sent off against his bogey team Real Madrid. And coming on from the bench, we're going to see Ron Torben Hoffmann. He's only 20, yet to play a first-team senior game. Born in Rostock. Been with, as I say, Leipzig, and before that was on the books of Hertha Berlin, and then his hometown Hansa Rostock.
Well, I'm not sure it's going to make too much difference to the score with 7 or 8 minutes left. But I think it would be nice if they can get themselves a goal, Real Madrid.
Vies with Christian Fruchtel to be the club's third choice goalkeeper, Hoffmann. And he comes then for the game's last 8 or so minutes, plus maybe added time because of this long break in play.
I think it was Max Zeiser that had to come off. He's only been on 10 minutes now. It doesn't make contact with Rodrigo. You can see he falls over the outstretched leg. He looks like he's stumbling anyway. He's lost his balance. I think it's a little bit harsh for the red card, but I can see why the referee's giving him it.
And the free kick on it is the man who won it, Rodrigo, as well as Vinicius Junior, and also the young Japanese Takefusa Kubo, against the real rookie goalkeeper for Bayern now in Ron Torben Hoffmann. Well, 3 players of huge potential on this set piece for Real Madrid. Names you'll hear, I'm sure, in the future a lot more of.
He's a big lad, Sula, isn't he?
He's a giant. This is Rodrigo!
Oh.
Lovely goal! In his first game in a Real Madrid jersey, he scores a free kick of sensational quality. It's 3-1.
Well, that is a very emphatic free kick from Rodrigo, who won the free kick initially. And the goalkeeper was substituted, but that is some strike. I think the goalkeeper is within arm's reach of the ball, but it's hit with such ferocity into the top right-hand corner, Dan. Have a look at this strike. This is magnificent. Wow. And again, for me, he's coming across with his right hand, really. If he puts his left hand up, he's a better chance of getting to it.
Well, he came from Santos. He wore Neymar's old number 11 jersey there. He cost Real Madrid 45 million euros, Rodrigo. You can see why there.
That is special. And this is a young man with a lot of talent.
There's Alphonso Davies. Davies with a lovely run. And Navas has it.
Well, he did everything. Teams and the strength and depth that Bayern Munich have shown. They've got a little bit more experience in Nice. And this young Real Madrid side fighting back now. It's 2-1 or 3-1.
Ferland Mendy. And there's Rodrigo for Kubo. Kubo, Soane. To Lucas Vazquez here for Real Madrid. And De La Fuente. And of course picked up here by Joshua Kimmich for Bayern. And a foul then on Sarpreet Singh. To Davies. Kubo finds some space to work in. Cleverly done here. On to Soane. And they work the ball wide here towards Kubo again. And Kubo's still a really tricky player, the Japanese.
Good left foot, hasn't he? A sweet left foot.
You can see why Zidane says he's a player of real quality. Only 18. Made his Japanese J-League debut at 15. For FC Tokyo. But the player Zidane likes the look of, and
he should know he was the best himself. It's a poor piece of defending.
Lets in Gnabry. And Mendy, they claim a handball against Ferland Mendy. And Nacho on the ball for Real Madrid. As we're near the end of 90 minutes. Long towards Kubo. Defender Pavar is with him. Drops to a very quiet Luka Jovic. Into Vinicius Junior now. And again Kubo for Mendy. On the run was Vinicius Junior, but easy here for Torben Hoffmann.
Well, the pass from Kubo was a little bit too strong, too heavy. A lot of pace on it. Idea was good. Given away cheaply.
Again by Kimmich, who cost them the goal. And by Vinicius Junior here. Into the first of those 3 indicated added minutes. There's Joshua Kimmich on to Pavar again for Bayern. To Gnabry. Lewandowski. The run made here by Alphonso Davies. Davies is with him, Gnabry, and goes back instead to Leon Goretzka. Yes, the US fans would love to see a goal scored by the former MLS player Alphonso Davies before we're done here in Houston. Gnabry. Gnabry's pass, and Sarpreet Singh on the turn, flags up, won't count to Sarpreet Singh here. Not his first goal for Bayern.
It's a shame because it was an excellent finish and it must have been really close on the offside. But that back four for Real Madrid's been poor. It's not a proper back four for me. It's very inexperienced. And here's Kubo.
And Kubo caught here, free kick and a card coming as well. A card here shown, I think, to Leon Goretzka there for the foul on Takefusa Kubo.
I have to say, he's impressed me the second half, Kubo. Takefusa Kubo has been excellent. He's probably been their best player in the second half for Real Madrid.
He's here again. Getting support from Mendy and now from Vinicius Junior. Jaime Soane. The goal kick then for Bayern. We've had 2 of the 3 minutes of stoppage time. Get your thoughts on where both teams are now, you think, in terms of their pre-season and how things are shaping up?
Well, you can see they're not as fit and they're not as well organised as Bayern Munich. That game that they had, that they lost to Arsenal, I think has helped them. And they settled down and passed and played better for me. Real Madrid's finishing was poor in the first half, particularly Karim Benzema. He had 2 or 3 good chances, didn't take any of them. Could have been a different game. Second half, it's all about the experience against the inexperienced.
Here goes De La Fuente. Is there one more attack here for Bayern maybe? It's with Sarpreet Singh. There's Real's way here with the play, less than 20 seconds of the added time. Niko Kovac and Bayern are on the cusp of the victory, but by what margin? Right here to Phil on Mendy. One more attack for Real Madrid maybe here. Pushed on to Rodrigo, and Hoffman has it, and that should be it. Indeed, the whistle sounds, and Bayern take the win and the points in this game. A 3-1 victory. Robert Lewandowski in the second half made it 2-0 before Gnabry with the clincher, really. A late red card for Bayern goalkeeper Sven Ulreich, and a free kick of some style from Rodrigo in his first game in a Real Madrid jersey too, offered some cheer to their support in Houston, but it's a win for Bayern here by 3-1.